currently I'm literally on the edge of breaking off at the moment because I'm on the standing point of, do I completely give up on business or probably go and learn a digital skill, a tech skill, and just go and search for a job and start working at a job or something, because this whole business thing is kind of like giving me a crazy ass mental breakdown. So if eventually you come across this video one day, today is 25th of March 2022. So if by chance I decide to post this video one day, just see it as part of the struggle that one has to go through as a business person here in Nigeria. So before I move on and show you some very weird things you might have not noticed about most successful business people that you're seeing around today. First of all, I love business. I obsessively think about it. I enjoy when I watch people talk about things like tax, talk about employing people, talk about HRs, talk about production management and all this kind of thing. Like, it's something that I obsessively think about very often. You get, but then um along the line, I started building an e-commerce business, and I kind of like hit rock bottom, and I've been having some like mental challenges, and it gave me like a very very high level of anxiety. The first one was, it led me to me smashing my phone, and the second one was I began having issues with my laptop. So I just woke up one day and decided to sell off my laptop. So I'm left with nothing at the moment now. Just a small phone I decided to purchase to just do something once in a while. So there's a lot of things that's going on around Nigerian businesses that kind of like confuses me as a person. And it leaves me with lots of questions. Like, I don't want to build business like every regular internet marketer or business person you see around Nigeria, because most of these people are just building businesses to survive. And according to statistics, about 90% of Nigerians have below $1,000 in their accounts. That's like below 500,000 naira. And that's like a very very crazy number, and the market size of whatever product you're trying to sell has to be very studied closely. This was something I learned from Dr. Ola Brown. So earlier this evening, a friend of mine, I reached out to a friend of mine that I would like to read some of the things that he reads and all that about crypto and the likes, because it's crypto is not something I've really looked in depth into. His name is Destiny, very great guy, smart guy. So I told him that, man, I'm at the edge of running mad at the moment, and I just need to rest my head. So the guy was like, guy, just focus. Business is your thing. Keep pushing it and all that. Probably record a video or write a book or something. So this is why I'm recording this video. First of all, let me show you one weird thing. So I have a room in my house that's more like my room per se, because I spend more time there. And this is where I put out some of my ideas. So around this room, you're going to find something very weird, yeah? On the walls of this room, you're going to see like things that I wrote on these walls about dreams, aspiration. I have like two whiteboards here, and like lots of very 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 weird stuff. Some of it are, oh, I want to make 50 million naira within the space of 1 year, build a successful business, employ a lot of people, and all this kind of thing. So now I began to think, how do I actually build a successful business in Nigeria? Because currently my business is registered as an LLC, that's limited liability company, and my company, which is named after myself, because I want to build something that's of great legacy, you understand, that's going to outlast me. So now the name of my company, which is COV, is a limited liability company. So one of my favorite writers and speaker, who is Naval. I have Naval here. I have Robert Greene. I have Sadhguru. I have Vusi Tembakwayo. I have Jordan Peterson. I have uh a few of them. And the newest one, Nassim Taleb. So basically, 90% of Nigerians live below 1000 USD, have below 1000 US dollars in their account, and 60% of their earnings are spent on food. And as a Nigerian business owner, you're literally competing with the prices of food. And if you look at the most successful company here in Nigeria, they sell food products and other items that are sold for like 100 naira and below. That's like below $1. Compared to like American companies that sell high ticket products for like 1000 naira and above. Now, I came to think of it like I see why Nigerians are running to freelance, crypto, because there's no job that can actually pay you like for you to find a job that can pay you 3 million naira per annum, you have to like have like very very massive high qualification. And for someone like me who doesn't have like a good educational background, because I kind of like dropped out from school like a couple of years ago, but then I'm trying to go back to study business administration and economics because it's something I'm very much passionate about. So now I see a lot of reasons why people run to freelance, and I see a lot of reasons why e-commerce business owners like myself, e-commerce marketers, focus on health products, because there's a large market for health products, and this solves a very important problem in the lives of people, and Nigerians spend a lot of money on health. So I could remember the first time I made about 4 million naira from my business. What I sold was face masks. That was during the time of the pandemic. Face shield rather, and it was sold for like 600 naira. And I noticed that the size of people that came to buy these products actually bought this product in bulk, and due to the demand for the product and the market size for this particular product. Now, I also came to the realization that a lot of Nigerians who own high priced products like cars, houses, probably save for long term to earn this, or probably they do fraudulent activities or corruption, or large business owner, or work at high position at jobs. Now, a statistic says if you earn above $70,000 in a year here in Nigeria, you're going to be like at the top 1% of Nigeria. Like, what the hell? Top 1%. Now, the most successful company, okay, I mentioned Dangote and Coca-Cola earlier, they sell low end products for like 50 naira to 1000 naira, and 2 million Nigerians earn above 9,000 US dollar, and the upper middle class earn 450,000 naira every month. So this is like a very very crazy ass statistic. So literally, I'm sharing with you in case if you see me become successful one day and I'm riding a very mad ass Benz, just know that I freaking worked my ass off. And okay, this is something I'm not meant to show, but then I literally have like a small bed I sleep on because I don't want a big bed. I throw away my big bed because I don't want that comfort. Like, I detest that comfort because it makes me feel like all is well, whereas all is not well at all. And I need to put myself in that position where I have to constantly think of innovative ways to actually build a successful business. To be honest, this entrepreneurship thing is very very crazy. And I also learned one thing recently from one of my role model, like my mentor. His name is Fusi Tembakwayo. Very matters global speaker. He mentioned one thing that business is um, a, a couple of skills being put together to build up something. Now, if you're like a carpenter, you're in the business of carpentry and you build furniture and all that. And to build a successful business as a solo business owner, you have to learn things like accounting, marketing, sales. You have to learn to build, you have to learn to sell, you have to learn to write, to speak, you have to learn math. Like, imagine a business owner that doesn't know how to calculate. Like, how do you put out financial statements and all that? I'm currently 24 at this moment, and I kind of like hit rock bottom at the beginning of this year. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. I'm trying to wrap my head. No fucking electricity. There's um no active access to internet, and it's just crazy, to be honest. I just pray that God gives me that idea. Not just the idea, I need that access that could actually give me one wealthy person or one successful person that will just give me like 10 million naira and be like, oh, this can cover you up for the space of 1 year or 2 years. To be honest, there are lots of ideas, but then the most important thing is actually executing this idea. And I don't want to see myself as one so-called internet marketer that's going to be selling one kind of course, how to make 1 million naira, blah 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 blah, and all that. Because I came to the realization that the reason why most Nigerians buy these expensive courses and all that is because they want to make money, and internet marketers actually leverage on this vulnerable side of them. So that's just it. Because looking at the market size of 2 million Nigerians earning above $9,000 and you're selling a course of $1,000, please, how do you want to convince them to buy something like that if you're not telling them that they're going to make so dream amount of money from this thing? And I came to the realization that if you're actually selling a normal product for like $1,000, it's going to take a lot of convincing. But just tell them that, oh, you're going to make 10x returns on this particular product. They are going to rush it because you're feeding on their greed and the vulnerable side of them. You understand? And in the past, I've actually sold courses on mini importation and all that. And oftentimes I realize that people who buy this course from me spend their last money on this thing with the hope of, oh, I'm going to make so amount later, without coming to the understanding that I have to really work hard on this thing, invest in myself and all that. So apparently, this is like the day one of the life of an entrepreneur, like an entrepreneur's journey. Because to be honest, man, I face like plenty anxiety, plenty depression, and sometimes I feel like I don't want to think about suicide, but sometimes I feel like hitting my head on the wall, and sometimes I might be laying my head on my bed and I just start humming like when I do that, I'm trying to like think and think and think on how to rest my head. It's not easy at all. So this is just something you have to know. And yes, you have to be a very stupid ass reader, like very, very crazy ass one. And I have like a bookshelf. So that's just it. Welcome. Bless up.